So I had this dumb idea to draw the X-Men like they were SpongeBob characters. Did a bunch of them, and it's making me laugh. Hopefully it's making some of you laugh too. But I'm going to draw Gambit now using this fish character. I can't remember who this guy is. Let me know in the comments if you remember the name of this fish guy. But when I was doing image research, I felt like he was giving off Gambit vibes. He's got a good pose. I also like that hand coming up because it looks like it would be perfect to put some throwing cards, some charged up throwing cards in there. So that is my plan. So I'll make a new layer here and just kind of get this overall shape because I want to keep it as SpongeBob-y as possible, if that's a term. So I think if I use this body shape and then adapt it to become Gambit, I think it'll work pretty well. I'm going to stop about halfway down the legs because one distinctive feature of Gambit is these big boots, and they have those like knee pad situation things. So I'm just going to kind of draw those in like that. And then we can just use the rest of this foot area, the rest of the foot to sort of just make it work like that. And I think Gambit doesn't have a mask or anything aside from that head wrap thing. So we can use these eyes from the fish, which I think are really fun to begin with. And I like the pouty expression. I feel like that's pretty Gambit-y to begin with. I'm just going to shorten it a little bit and not put that fish part of it. And Gambit has just a regular nose, so we can just do a simple nose that would work in a SpongeBob world. So the jacket is crucial, this like trench coat thing. So I think what we need to do is just have like this corner piece and have it kind of come in like that over here. And then we can just sort of have it come down on the side like that. And then maybe behind a little bit like that. I think we can keep this arm position just as it is. And then just make this a human hand and not a fish hand. Same with this over here, but I think we can do like the holding the cards situation. So I'm just doing like the rough sketch now to do a tightened version. But the cards work great like that. So let's do the headband thing. So it's just gonna come in right above the eyes, and then it follows down, then tapers in a little bit on the side. And then go right below the chin, and then we can just have it, I think that's a little low, go like that. And then we need an ear, I'll just pull that in. And then we've got this very distinctive Gambit hair. So I'm going to pull that mask over and then just try to do some wispy hair that feels Gambit-y, but also looks like it would work in the world of SpongeBob. Okay, so the mask thing is like that, and then there's this like shape of that blue part, and then we can just have this part come down and then the belt. I think we'll leave the high-waisted thing because I think it's funny. And I think it's looking like Gambit. I think we can just tighten up this sketch to match the rest of these and then add some like magic stuff around the cards that are all charged up. Pape ink Thank you. Gustavo, thank you so much for saying cool work. Appreciate that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is bring down the opacity, get a new layer. I'm going to switch over to this inking brush that I like and just try to tighten this up a little bit. I think I'm actually going to scrap the ear. I think it's not really doing anything to help the cause in terms of, I don't think it's like a recognizable Gambit feature. I think we can simplify things a bit. That's part of the challenge here, is getting the characteristics of the X-Men without it, becoming too complicated and not looking like it could exist in this SpongeBob world, which is what I'm trying to make work. Niz, you said hi from Bali. How's it going? Thanks for joining in on the stream. All right, so bring this frown in over like that. Then this mask thing. And then just like a little simple nose. Hold that in. And I think the hair got a little weird in the back. I think it needs to just come more forward. Or I mean to the side, like Gambit. So let's see what I can do about that. I think I'm going to pull the this mask shape down so it's ending behind the ears to accentuate the pop, or just like the bulgy eyes. I think that's a fun SpongeBobby feature. It's funny to say SpongeBobby, I'm realizing. I also want to shorten it too. Okay, so let's make this look a little bit more like Gambit. So I think it just needs to come down a little bit lower. Like that. And then maybe a little curl up. I think it was just getting a little too poofy on my quick sketch. Then maybe we could just do like a couple little straggler hairs in there to add some detail. Alfonso, you said that Jubilee Sally, nice adaptation. Thank you so much. That was a fun one. I did Squidward for Cyclops because I feel like they both take themselves very seriously, and I thought it worked out pretty well. And obviously Plankton for Wolverine because they're angry little guys. Thanks, Diaz. Gregory X. So you were trying to make stickers and what services? So I have used two different ones quite a bit in the past, and I've had good luck with both of them. One is Sticker Mule, and the other is Sticker Robot. Both are really easy to use. You don't really need anything too fancy in terms of files. As long as they're high enough quality, you should be good to go. Pro tip on Sticker Mule is they have sales constantly. So if you just wait, or even right now, I think they're having a sale for like 50 stickers for $19 or something like that. You can always get a really great deal at Sticker Mule. So look out for the deals. They usually have them weekly. Get this jacket sleeve and then just some simple finger thing. I mean fingers. Probably just see two of them. And then maybe if we pull this, pull the coat back a little bit to see more of that boot on the leg, I think that'll work well. And I think it doesn't need to come out as far as it does in my sketch. Get these fancy boots with the knee pads. The boots with the knee pads. Isn't that how the song goes? Or is it boots in the fur? And then he's got like stripes and a circle. I think I'm going to simplify the circle and just, instead of having the inner part, just do that. So we don't get too complicated, because again, we're trying to keep this as simple as possible so that it expresses enough of the character, but also looks like it could live in this SpongeBob world. All right, now let's do this little waistline and then the little belt thing. And then this part of the shirt. Maybe just a couple little muscle details, not too much. And maybe little stripes there to match what he's got going on. And then holding these cards. Maybe he can be doing something a little bit more Gambit-y with like the finger thing. I think we need one more finger like that, and then pinky coming down. That's looking pretty ridiculous, and it's because I should have done a tighter sketch first. So what I'm going to do is cut that and then paste it so I can use that as the new reference. Same Delusion, how's it going? Alfonso, I haven't watched too much of the new X-Men yet. I would like to. I am interested in it. I just haven't had a chance to. Definitely excited, and definitely will watch it. Just, finding the moment to do it is crucial. So I think the key here is that I was using the hand position of the fish. So what I want to do, I think, is flip it. Not like that, like that. Let me turn this back on. I think this is how it's going to work. So what we'll do is thumb back, and then the pointer finger up, and then there's another finger there, and that is like the, so it's like this. I could put that finger out, get the palm in there, and then maybe just the pinky. So this, those are the cards. Then he's got like a glove thing on. Oh, this, where his top finger doesn't have the glove. Okay, so we can use that as a sketch. The hands are the trickiest thing sometimes. And I'm like, don't want them to be too complicated, because it is, in this SpongeBob style. So let's try to simplify it a little bit. Let's just only draw what is needed. And then this finger can be smaller because it's back a little bit. And then the pinky will be coming out from behind it. And then the glove is just on that other back finger and that other one. And now we can put the cards in there. And maybe just like a hint at a card thing. Okay, cool. So that works. Let's delete this extra stuff and move this hand over a little bit to match the arm. There we go. Things are happening. Gambit is coming together. So let's just put a jacket sleeve pull that in, pull that over, and then draw the rest of the trench coat. Delete. Merge that down. Now let's make this a reference layer so we can color it. Saint Delusion, you said your favorite X-Men was Nightcrawler. Nice. That's a good one. I'm doing those Garbage Pail Kid parody things, and I'm thinking about doing Night Baller, where he's just like sad, looking like a emo kid or something. All right, so set this as reference, new layer, and let's steal this skin color for Gambit. And then we'll take Cyclops' hair for this trench coat, and probably maybe his hair as well. I think that works fine to keep things simple. And then this dark gray color for that. And the pants. Let's get these blue boots coming in. And then the belt. And he's got that pink shirt. And then we need more of the blue up here. Let's get those white eyes. The playing cards. And now let's do some of that Wolverine, not Wolverine, that Gambit charging magic stuff. Like, is it ready to, I don't know, do whatever zappiness he does with his cards? Let me know what this magic is called, because I can't remember. Oh, we gotta turn off that reference layer. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer, that's why. Stupid. Couple little magic splots. Maybe a couple little white things in here to break it up a little bit. And then I just think we need a little bit of tone, a little shadow. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of a darker blue for this, the back of the coat. Oh, someone pointed out that his eyes are red. That is a good call. Forgot about that. Let's grab the red from Jubilee's earrings. Definitely looks a lot cooler with the red eyes. Thanks for the correction, Lil Lola. All right, just went a little too ham there. Let's turn this brush into eraser to tone that down a little bit, and then maybe just little shadow there, just to give it a little separation, a little depth. Not too much depth though, because this is SpongeBob, unless we're talking about depths below the sea. And then I think I want to use this peachy color to just give him a little peachy nose, a little lip, just a little bit of detail there. I think his hair could use just a little extra separation there, just to give it a little bit more, I don't know, just break up that space, I think. Maybe we can use this lighter blue color to make the boots look more metallic without going overboard, because we just want just a little bit of detail, just sort of like I did with Squidward Cyclops. And I think it's looking pretty good. I'm just curious what it would look like. Added like a little pink highlight onto the eyes. Possibly I think that helps because the eyes are so red. I think it works. I think that is a good Gambit. This is Adobe Fresco. LS Washington asked if I've had Fresco crash, and what did you do? Fresco is actually like rock solid for me. I never have it crash, and I use Fresco for nearly all of my work and just drawing. So as a professional illustrator, I'm drawing all day for work, and I draw for fun too. So I never have any issues. I have heard that Fresco on Windows is not as robust. I do know that Fresco was designed from the ground up for the iPad and then adapted to Windows. So if you're using it in Windows, maybe that's where the issue lies. If you are using it on an iPad, I would just make sure that you are up to date with your software, because sometimes if it needs an update and it hasn't gotten one, that could cause it to crash. I support Gambit and Nightcrawler having their own franchise, J-Quest. Yeah, Windows tricky. Jimmy D Rock, how's it going? Question: is this showing up in the shorts feed? Is that how you're finding it? Because I'm trying to do a vertical live stream, but it didn't really say if that was happening. So hopefully that is the case. I'm curious what this would look like if I add in a little bit more black over here. I think it might make it too bold compared to the other characters, but maybe if we do some on Jubilee as well, it could be a nice touch of her hair. I think I wanted to see what it would look like if we did a little some like blue highlights in the hair, like they do, like often you see with Wolverine or characters with dark hair in X-Men. I guess she's the only one that has dark hair in this rendition. Saint Delusion, you said your fiance is gonna love this because she's a hardcore Bob fan. Is that what we call SpongeBob now? We just call it Bob, like the Wheel of Fortune. I saw on TV that they're calling it the Wheel now. Batiste, you said it is showing up in shorts, and so did Sylvie. Thank you so much. That is great to hear. Since I did those highlights on Gambit's eyes, I feel like I need to do it somewhere else. So I think I'm gonna give Wolverine one, maybe a little highlight on the tongue, and also I think this lighter blue highlight. Oh, it's actually, I'm already using the lightest blue there, I guess. Oh, okay. I'm trying hard not to overdo it, but I want to just add in a little bit of separation here on the eyes. I am using Adobe Fresco to draw on the iPad. Dirty Harry, glad you like my Plankton Wolverine. I was debating if I should keep him with one eye, and I decided it was worth it. It needed to have one eye. While I'm here, I think this, oops, let's just add in a little bit of this darker blue down here. I think that helps. I guess I could put some more in here, but I don't know. I feel like this composition works well as is. I think maybe I went a little overboard with the black details on Gambit. Maybe we can turn them down a little bit. Oh, that's better. All right, well, that's it for now. I guess I can answer a few questions and then I gotta go. This was just a impromptu little test of the new vertical streaming thing. Let's see. I do a little bit of 2D animation. If you check out my channel, I have a whole playlist on motion stuff, or you can link over to my website and see some of my work on there, client work and personal work. Or you can check me out on Instagram. Do I have a button for that over here? Is that gonna work? Nope, not popping up on screen. Does it affect doing performance, the live stream and drawing? No, I live stream every Friday, like a regular live stream on my channel, no issues. I connect my iPad via Ecamm, where you can do it like OBS or whatever, and it works flawlessly. It's not affecting the iPad at all. The iPad is just putting its screen over there, sending it out into the world. Let me move this. Let's see. Dylan, you said you are thinking about getting an iPad or an Apple Pencil for digital art. Do you know of anything cheaper but still pen on touchscreen? So I'm actually currently testing out, I don't have it in front of me. It's XP Pen Magic Pad or something like that. It's definitely cheaper. If it were me, I would, and like I was trying to get something cheaper than an iPad, I would honestly just look for a refurbished iPad. I just think the iPad is a better experience, and the iPads have been overly powered for a very long time. For example, I haven't felt the need to upgrade from my 2021 iPad Pro, and I do illustration professionally, and I use my iPad for 99% of my work. It is more than capable of handling anything, animation, illustration, even I can even edit 4K video on here. It is very powerful. So anything that has one of Apple's new chips, like an M1 and M1 chip, is going to be plenty powerful. One of my friends who's also an illustrator has the M1 iPad Air, and it's no issues at all with anything. So you can find a refurbished iPad that's a few years old for cheaper than you could probably get an alternative to the iPad. And I think that's the way to go. But my experience so far with the XP Pen Magic Pen is pretty good. I think it's fine. I just prefer the Apple interface to that. Ushia Club, sorry if I'm saying that wrong. This is not an NFT. This is just a drawing I was doing, playing around for fun. Yeah. Oh. Nem said you've had your iPad for 5 years and it's still going strong. Yeah, this iPad is the 2021 M1 iPad Pro, and it is fantastic. There's no issues at all. The only reason I'm going to upgrade when the new one comes out is because I'm an Apple nerd, and because I do this, I do illustration professionally. It's, a business expense. But otherwise, I wouldn't be upgrading because this one is fantastic. No, there's no issues. Nothing lags. I can have a file with 20 layers of animation and no issues at all. Thank you, Sylvie. Moe said live stream on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm just willy-nilly testing out the vertical live streaming. Just thought it'd be fun. I'd like to do more impromptu live streams, and I figured I would try this out and see how it goes. Go Too Much Music. I found that your channel. I don't know what that means, Bucket, but thanks for the comment. Robert Smooth Up. Do you also use Procreate? Not really. I used Procreate for a while, a couple years ago before switching to Fresco, but now I just use Fresco most of the time for nearly everything. There's nothing that Procreate does better or that Fresco doesn't do. And Fresco has everything that I want. Plus, it also has the ability to work in vector alongside pixel. And for me, that's important. Sometimes my client work requires vector artwork, and when it does, I can do it right in Fresco. Also, the motion tools in Fresco are far beyond what is in Procreate. So yeah, I don't use Procreate unless I'm doing it for a reason to try to, I don't know. Cool. Bucket. Go much. Goo goo muck. You're just saying things, I guess. JQuest, you said, I read the 4th gen iPad Air supports the new Apple Pencil. It probably does because the current one is the 5th gen, I believe. And that one's a powerhouse. So yeah. Jermal, you said iOS makes it difficult to do other things. I disagree. I think maybe there's a learning curve if you're not used to it, but there's nothing. I can't imagine what you couldn't do. But I don't know. That's not something I deal with, but writing stuff, there's plenty of apps that work back and forth between the desktop and stuff like that. You could use the keyboard with it. Melissa, you said the recent X-Men illustrations are genuinely so damn funny. I appreciate that. Planning on doing more of those Garbage Pail Kid ones. I'm going to sign off. I just wanted to do a quick vertical live stream, test this out. I plan to do these more. So I don't know, maybe subscribe and turn on the bell so you know when I go live. Ace, you said you'd gotten diagnosed with ADHD 4 months ago. Any tips on how to manage or to use it to your advantage? It's a tricky one. I still try to figure it out all the time. I actually do have a couple videos about that specifically and things that I do to try to manage things. But for me, it's a lot of lists. I need lists. I need to check those. I try to do the things that I hate doing and are harder for me first thing in the day, like emails and invoices and all that kind of stuff, admin stuff. Anything like drawing and all that stuff I can do whenever, and I don't need the motivation. So As long as I do the hard admin stuff early on in the day, I'm good, because the drawing I can do whenever. Yeah, hope that helps. All right, thanks everyone. I will see you all soon, I guess. I posted a new video today on as a deep dive into layers in Adobe Fresco. So if you're interested in Fresco, I think it's a great one to check out. And I do full live streams every Friday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So come hang out. It's a lot of fun. Okay, bye.